This is my audience. How you doing, everybody? My name is Tyler Rohrbach, and today I'll be talking to you about LeBron James. I'll be talking to you about how LeBron James grew up, his circumstances, how he handled himself growing up into the basketball player he is today. I'll be talking to you who he was on the court, everything he's done from when he stepped on the court to where he's at now. And I'll be talking to you about life after basketball for LeBron James. A lot of people think that they don't really have a life other than their sports, but some people, with the money they get, they do really good things. I've been watching LeBron James for around maybe 15 years now. He's my favorite basketball player. Basketball is my favorite sport. It's taught me a lot other than just how to score and everything. Like taught me, discipline, how to be confident, how to be humble. And the way LeBron James handles himself on the court and off the court, I kind of seen him as a role model for me growing up. All right, so LeBron James was born on December 30th, 1984 in Akron, Ohio. His family was very poor. His mom didn't really have any steady jobs. She had multiple jobs. They lived in multiple houses and everything like that. And his father wasn't around at all. He didn't want to do anything with parenting with LeBron James. But other than that, LeBron has really, tremendously used his athletic abilities to get everywhere he needed without a father. LeBron James is a top prospect in the NBA when he was 17 years old, still in high school. He could have went either to the NBA or he could have went to the NFL. He led Ohio in pass yards, in running yards, and rushing yards, catching yards, most catches. He was easily an NFL elite player. But he chose to skip college at 17 and go straight into the NBA. So in 2003, LeBron James was drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Akron, Ohio, in his own hometown he was drafted to. Ever since then, he strived for greatness. He's been the Rookie of the Year his first year. He's a 3-time world champion, 3 NBA Finals world champion, 4 times MVP, 2 times gold medalist Olympics, and 3rd time on the all-time scoring list. He's 3rd time on the all-time scoring list, and he's still playing at his peak. He has never declined. His stats have only gone like this, and he's in his 17th year. He spends $1 million a year on his body just to keep him running with these 22-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 24-year-olds who are in the best shape of their lives. And LeBron at 35 years old, gray in his beard, gray in his hair, is still putting up the numbers that nobody really has ever done in his life. He's a top 3 in the MVP run right now. Also, he led the league in assists this year at 35 years. Now, when the game is over, people think, okay, what do athletes do? They just go home. They don't really do much. They're just athletes. LeBron James is more than an athlete. LeBron started his own foundation. He created his own school called I Promise School with pledges to send more than 2,300 kids to school and to Ohio State College. 2,300 kids get free college just because of LeBron James. He wanted to bring the kids that had his kind of same lifestyle, the more riskier kids who don't have what other kids have. So he opened a school for them, a public school for them to go there, graduate from there. And the kids that do certain things and graduate from there, they will get a free tuition run to Ohio College. It's crazy for him to be the best NBA player ever and to, after that buzzer beater is over, for him to do this for kids. I worked at an after-school program. I used to teach kids how to play basketball and everything like that. So I think I see that more than a lot more other people to do, for him to help kids and everything like that. And for him to use all of his money, I think is it's insane for him to put up all these millions of dollars just to send kids to school. I think that's literally one of the best things you could ever do with money. So for him to do what he needs to do in the NBA and then wake up the next morning and put all that money that he's making into the NBA, and for him to do it in the fashion that he's doing it with nothing, he's never been in the spotlight, like with cops, laws, nothing like that. From 17 to 35, you've never even heard a parking ticket about LeBron James. He's a perfect role model for kids, the way he handles himself, the humbleness, everything like that. So, the next time you see LeBron James, I really hope that, I just really hope that you understand that he's more than an athlete. Like I said, they just think the athletes are that, but LeBron James speaks his mind. He definitely speaks his mind in like social medias, At one point, someone told him, to shut up and dribble, and that's where more than an athlete came from, because he likes to do the social injustices, and he needs to do that. And like I said, for him to be the best NBA player, then go to being a role model outside, giving kids free college tuition and everything like that, I think is just incredible. So the next time you're at a bar or you're at your house or you're with your family and you see LeBron James getting buckets, like that's what he does. LeBron James gets buckets. I hope you think after that game he's doing way more than just getting buckets. He's sending all these children to school for free. He's giving them good education. And I think that's just incredible. So the next time you hear his name, I hope you think way more than just basketball and think beyond it. Thank you very much.